Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be talking about, of course, my Darth Vader monster book. Yes, I wrote it. So far I hope you guys have been enjoying the book so far. Today we're going to talk about the lead up, or the build up to what I really want to write for this guy, which is the ending of this book. It's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, the beginning of this book is pretty much just set up. I mean, we meet our main characters, and then we get the setting, and then we get kind of the adventure setup. Chapter 4 is basically them just talking about the plan. They execute the plan. Plan doesn't go the way they want. Boom, there's a big battle. There's always got to be a big battle in Star Wars. So, but really, it's all just building up to what happens at the end, right? Because at Chapter 6, in Chapter 6, we get to see just a little bit of Vader. Everybody's gone through this big battle. Everybody is on top of the world. We won. And then a little lone TIE fighter shows up, guys. A little lone TIE fighter shows up and just ruins their day. That was basically my idea for the story from the beginning. And yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait to show you guys the next chapter of the book, because what's basically going to happen is it's going to be the monster movie that I really wanted to write. Yes, part 1 was just the setup, part 2 was just the build-up, and oh boy, I hope you guys are ready, because I am going to turn Darth Vader into the most classic monster movie character, monster movie villain, monster that you could ever see, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I cannot wait. So yeah, in Chapter 4, what I was kind of trying to do was, I love it when I see scenes in Star Wars of them just hanging around, talking about the plans, the possibilities, and what can they do, so I really wanted to add that to the book. And I don't know, I don't think the way I wrote that conversation, I don't think it played out as well as it could have, like it was in my head. Don't get me wrong, I think I'm okay with the results, but I don't think, just because of the way I wrote it, I don't think it came out that good. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about Chapter 4? Because honestly, I even though I knew what I wanted, and I basically put out what I wanted, I don't know, I just think I could have wrote that better. I don't know, what do you think of Chapter 4? And then of course they go and execute the plan, which, yeah, I really didn't have much of an idea of what to do. So I just kind of went, oh, there's a Star Destroyer, let's go blow up the Star Destroyer. I have really no idea how defeating one little ship, even though it's a big ship, I have no idea how defeating one ship would actually hurt the Empire that badly. I guess it makes sense in terms of the story, but to be honest with you, destroying that one ship really wouldn't do anything, because I even put in the images that there are other ships around, even though the main Star Destroyer is blown up, we have all of those TIE fighters, all those TIE shuttles, and don't forget about those Gladiator class Star Destroyers just sitting around, they're just sitting around, why didn't those get into the main battle? I have no idea. So I think I kind of rushed with the writing there, mostly because I just want to get to this guy. I mostly just want to get to this guy. So I think I could have wrote that better. Let me know your thoughts about chapter 4, because yeah, I think it was a little rough. I think I could have wrote chapter 4 a bit better. But then we have chapter 5, and chapter 5, I think it turned out really cool. I mean, basically what chapter 5 was supposed to be was just this big, huge, ongoing battle. I did not think that it was going to be a 16-17 minute long video, but it's mostly because when you're writing combat, you want to write every single punch, every single kick, every single blast, and it can kind of get long. So I apologize. No, the other chapters will not be 17 minutes long like that. Most of them are going to be underneath 10 minutes. In fact, most of them have been underneath 6 minutes. So, but I hope you guys have checked out episode 5. I think it turned out really, really cool. Even though it turned out longer than I wanted it to, there was a lot that I wanted to establish between. There was a lot of scenes that I wanted to establish between our boy Scott, our main character Scott, catching that TIE striker, man. I don't even know how I came up with that idea. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have, because I kind of like the TIE striker design, and we really don't get to see it a lot in Rogue One. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have someone jump on top of a TIE fighter and fly it into the Star Destroyer. So, yeah, and why I chose Scott? Because Scott's supposed to be the main hero of this character, but I had to kind of set that up as a possibility, which is why I had that whole scene with Dure catching the TIE fighter, blasting it apart and jumping off. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a challenge. Definitely don't ever try to catch a flying airplane by your house, please. Don't do that at home. I think it ended up being okay, though. A little crazy, though. A little bit crazy, though. I will admit that. And then we have chapter 6. So after 5, at the end of chapter 5, they're all celebrating basically, but they have to go back out and finish the job. And then at the end of chapter 5, a lone TIE fighter shows up with this guy in it. Lone TIE fighter shows up with this guy in it. And then I really like the fact that in chapter 6, all we get to know is the backlash. All we get to know is what happened after. What has that hour been? And keeping that somewhat kind of a mystery kind of adds to the darkness of it, the fear of it, the scariness of it. So that's why I kind of left it just blank like that. And all you get to know is the aftermath afterwards, because obviously this guy slaughtered every single rebel there except our 6 main characters, which he's gonna slaughter them next. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Again, this whole thing was set up, and the last 3 chapters have been just build up to this. And I cannot wait to, of course, show you guys the next couple of chapters where we have Vader absolutely being, well, Vader. At least Vader to me, So, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out for now. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts about my Vader books so far, and I hope you guys really like Monster Vader, because you're going to get that pretty much next. This is the real main part of the story. It's kind of funny that it's at like the last 3 chapters of the book, but this is where the real part of the story begins. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for it.